What is good, YouTube? It's your boy OmarioRpg. I hope you're having an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And today, we're back with episode 3 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. The city of hearsay. Hearsay. I say hearsay. I think that's how it's pronounced. Hearsay. Who cares? Today, I have a feeling the story is going to open. Episode 1, we got, announced to how the combat of the world kind of works and, our characters. Episode 2, we got the backstory. I have a feeling episode 3, I feel like the main story has already been announced. It's getting our bodies back, which is kind of fair. That's kind of a fair story to have. I like the idea of it. And through that, it's the chase for the Philosopher's Stone. They mentioned they're on the way to somebody who may have some clues or ideas about that. And I believe the city was called Luar or something like that. Noir. Something along those lines. So we're going to get straight into it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/OmarioRpg. We're much further ahead over there. Twitch.tv/OmarioRpg if you want to follow my Twitch and you're into gaming and stuff like that. OmarioRpg Gaming. All the socials are in the link in the description. Follow them all. It's a great way to support me. Without further ado, let's continue. Okay. So we're always starting like this. If someone wishes to obtain something of equal value. I wonder if what's fueling his power is the fact his brother's body has been given up as well. And it's not just his arm and leg. Who knows? The equivalent exchange is the basis of alchemy. It's interesting how it's interesting how they didn't get punished or anything for doing what they did. For God's sakes. I wonder if Edward's eventually going to become annoying. I really hope he doesn't. I don't want to say the Z word yet, but I am getting his vibes. If you've watched Demon Slayer, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Sorry, just thinking about that bastard pisses me off. My hand's shaking out of anger, by the way. I wanted to hear this. Lito illuminates your footsteps. I hate that animes do this, but this is actually the first anime I've watched where he said he was the emissary of something, but oh, he's messing up. He's doing that, what's it called, stuff. Taboo. Can we just appreciate how good that translation was? He said there's no two ways about it. What the hell? I know I'm pausing a lot, but this is a good sign. It just shows that I'm really into the show. That red jewel we saw was in the body of the ice bro. When that exploded, the crimson guy mentioned that it was a shame or something.
いけませんね、それは。神を信じ、敬い、感謝と希望に生きる。なんと素晴らしいことでしょう。信ずれば、きっとあなたの身長も伸びますよ。んだよ、こわー。悪気はないんだから。
死せる者に復活を。リン 800g、塩分 250g、硝石 100g、その他もろもろ。
は？
大人一人分として計算した場合の人体構成成分だ。今の科学ではここまで分かってるのに、実際に人体錬成に成功した例は報告されていない。
人は物じゃありません。そんな言葉、創造主への冒涜です。天罰が下りますよ。
錬金術師ってのは科学者だからな。創造主とか神様とかは信じちゃいないのさ。この世の創造原理を解き明かし、
ご自分
Wow.
神と同列とでも傲慢ですね。
傲慢ね。そういやどっかの神話にあったっけな。太陽に近づきすぎた英雄は牢で固めた翼。
Yes, it was it Ares? No. I think it was Hermes. No.
お嬢さん、今みたいなことを考
I
え
need
て
to
た
Google it
科
now.
学者で
That's such an interesting
レド様は
conversation
お
though.
救いくださるでしょうか。
もちろんですわ。改心はいつでも受け入れられますよ。
エルリック兄弟と名乗っておりますが、
私は忙しい。帰ってもらえ。いや待て、エルリック兄弟だと？
はあ、そう名乗っておりましたが、
まずいことになった。鋼の錬金術師エドワード・エルリックだ。
こちらへどうぞ。教主様はお忙しいのでなかなか時間が取れないのですが、あなた方は運がいい。
悪いね。なるべく長話しないようにするからさ。
そうですね。早く終わらせましょう。
副教師様。
Pulls a gun out to a robot. Well, he's not a robot. Giant suit of armor.
神聖なる教団へようこそ。鋼の錬金術師。
That conversation
競技を受けに来たのかね。
shows us that Edward's
ぜひとも教えてもらいたい
got an
もんだ
ego.
な。せこい錬金術で信者を騙す方法とか。
さて何のことやら。私の奇跡の技を錬金術と一緒にされては困る。いかがかな。これが錬金術で成し得ると。だから錬金術ではないと。
そこで思ったんだけど、錬金術師が使えば不可能を可能にすると言われてるあの伝説の十方増幅器ならできるんじゃないかなってさ。
あの？
そう、ズバリ賢者の石。まだとぼけんのか。どうやらとっ捕まえて体に効かなきゃならねえようだな。
君はどしがたい異教徒のようだね。
It's almost like he's the villain.
はい。
そこに落ちている銃を拾いなさい。これは神のご意志なのだ。ロゼ、撃ちなさい。
Kurus.
どうしたんだね。去年恋人を事故で亡くし、失意のどん底にいたのを救ったのは。
僕は違うんですけど。
Not the right time.
貴様がそうだったのか。
ごめんね。私にこうするしかないの。
あいつはペテン師だぞ。
違う。
ある。
それでいい。神はお喜びだよ。さあ残りの一人も撃つのだ。
信者にひどいことさせるな。
何？証明するものだ。排除すべき存在なのだ。キメラを見るのは初めてかね。
Snake tail.
あの石を使ってこんなものまで作り上がったのか。
錬成時なしに国家錬金術師の名は立てではないということか。
He gets underestimated a lot, doesn't he?
どうだ鉄を切断する爪の味は。
どうした猫野郎、しっかり味わえよ。
おお、その腕、鎧だけの弟。そうか、そういうことか。
格の違いってやつを見せてやる。
FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST.
I love that how that sounds like a fighting
FULLMETAL
game.
ALCHEMIST.
降りてこいよドサンリュ。格の違いってやつを見せてやる。
ローゼ、この者たちはな、錬金術師最大の禁忌、人体錬成を行ったのだ。
I have a feeling that's what he's
死んだ人間
doing.
を蘇らせようとしたのだよ。エドワード・エルリック、貴様それで国家錬金術師とはな、笑わせる。
うっせんなよ。賢者の石がなきゃ何にもできねえドサンピンが。
教師さん
Domain expansion!
神の元へ送り届けてやろう。
Is that a Gatling gun? You're damn right it is. Got it?
いや、俺って神様に嫌われてるだろうからさ、言っても追い返されると思うぜ。
何をしておるおえ。教団に新しい強度だ。捕まえろ。
止まれ。ほら坊主、丸腰でどうする気だ。
怪我しないうちにおとなしく捕まりな。
コーネロは君がいたのに撃ってきた。あれはあなたたちが。さっきの話本当なの？僕たちはただもう一度母さんの笑顔が見たかっただけなんだ。だって錬金術の基本は10日交換だ。人体錬成の代償は大きかった。兄さんは左足を、僕は体を持っていか
What
な
about
か
his
った。
right arm?
見える？僕の魂を
Ah,
自分の
okay.
右腕
Oh my god, I did get that right.
鎧に定着させてくれた。僕は兄さんの体を元に戻したいんだ。兄さんも僕を元に戻したいと思っている。僕たちが選んだのはそういう業の道だ。でもコーネロ様なら。なぜ？あなたたちにできなくてもコーネロ様ならそれができるのよ。
How do you know?
できるのよ。
それとも軍に出動を要請しようか。石を調べるためにさ。
いいだろう。
賢者の石で何しよってんだ。それがあればちんけな教団なんかいらないだろ。
教団は私のためなら喜んで命も捨てる信者を生み出してくれる。死をも恐れぬ最強の軍団だ。見ているがいい。あと数年の後に私はこの国を切り取りにかかるぞ。賢者の石とバカ信者どもを使ってな。
Alright, Voldemort.
貴様にもそのおこぼれぐらいは分けてやろう。
He's probably recording him somehow.
何がおかしい。
奇跡の技なんてないんだ。みんな賢者の石の力だよ。
貴様いつからだそのスイッチ。このガキ
Goodness!
言っただろ、格が違うってよ。
私は無敵だ。
RPG. What the?
リバウンドだ。
Sick! Poseidon. Look like Poseidon.
どういうことだ。
It
完
wasn't
全
the
な物
stone.
質であるはずの賢者の石がなぜ壊れる。
知らん。私は何も聞いていない。助けてくれ。お願いだ。私が悪かった。
偽物かよ。
意志がないと私は何もできん。助けてくれ。
どこへでも好きなところに行きやがれ。
賢者の石は
とんだパチモンだった。
そう。
言っただろ。
Rose,
とんだ
how
パチモ
could
ンだ
you?
って。それに勝手に壊れちまった。
嘘よ。独り占めする気なんでしょ。あなたたちの体。そうよ。それにお母さんだってもう一度。
黙れ。
これから私は何にすがって生きていけばいいのよ。
Your own life?
教えてよ。
前へ進め。
進め。
立派な足がついてるじゃないか。
Hmm.
何にもすがる必要なんてない。
I can see a villain arc from Rose.
こんなの食べたらお腹壊
Lust
す
and
わ。
gluttony.
どいつもこいつもバカにしろって。
Bro, he looks like a character out of Snoopy.
次はどんな手を使おうかしら。
In a dress like that, it's hard to see how things are getting heated up. Cause she'll be cold in the dress. Cause it's rather revealing. So it'll be hard to get hot. Good episode. Very good episode. I wonder if this is one of those shows that is almost like it. There's a couple of types of anime, and the two that is mostly done is the anime will be done in arcs or episodically, and where each episode kind of feels like its own arc. That makes sense. This episode completely gives me that vibe, but yeah, every episode so far has been completely different from the other, which for a rather long anime, I wouldn't say it's a long anime, I'd put it in the middle. If it's over like 60 episodes, I'd say it's in the middle. I think this anime's like 75 episodes, I'm not sure, I can't recall. So yeah, very interesting episode. Love the conversation regarding religion and science. You know, it's an age-old conversation. As a religious person, you know, I've had this conversation with people. So it was very interesting to see that put into this. I love when shows aren't afraid to, you know, get into touchy subjects like religion, like science, so on and so forth. And it was done very well. Edward almost sounded like a villain this episode. We also should assume that he's doing this out of his own recall. I don't even think that's a saying. Doing this on his own. I don't think this is anything to do with the... Like, he hasn't been told to come here and do this. He's gone completely, like, vigilante mode doing all this on his own. So, very interesting character. He's clearly just taking his brother and not really, I would assume, not really asking, like, what his brother wants and kind of just taking the reins himself. His brother seems to be a lot more kinder than he is, you know, by how he's treated Rose and by how he treated Boofy or Booley or whatever her name was. Edward so far seems to be a bit of a dick. No two ways about it. I will say this. I'm just going to have to get used to the slapstick comedy moments. It is what it is. There's sometimes this show reminds me of an old school cartoon where you'll hear a boing or a ding or a... I don't know if anyone's noticed that. And it actually adds a certain charm to it. I haven't heard that been done much in anime. So I wonder if the creator of this anime was a old school cartoon fan or something along those lines. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I'm going to give Rose MVP this episode. We may even never see her again, but it's really cool. I love it when shows do this, where they almost make a certain character the main character for just that episode. Do you know what I mean? I can't recall an anime that really does this. One that comes to mind maybe is Pokemon, you know. In Pokemon, he'd go from city to city, show up, he'd meet a person, and that person is like having a problem with his Pokemon, and so he's kind of the main character now for an episode or two. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So they kind of did that with Rose right here. I think Frieden does that really well as well. So yeah, she was really interesting. I like how she was kind of relatable to them because she wanted to obviously bring her boyfriend back. Really good episode. Is there anything else I want to touch on? Again, I'll stop mentioning the comedy from now because I think that's just part of the show now. You know, where they go like into a different animation, and I will say I can see Edward and his shouting, screaming persona being kind of jarring. But as I have said, I've watched Demon Slayer, one of my favorite animes ever, and I've managed to, you know, suppress that feeling out. You just suppress the person away. For God's sakes, I watched like 200 episodes of Naruto, and you know I did that with Sakura, so we should be all right. I've been trained for this moment. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. He's a good character so far, but he's a bit shouty and annoying whenever people call him short. That seems to be a thing. But yeah, good episode. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/OmarioRpg, and I'll see you guys next time for more.